Welcome to Wisdom-Trek with Gramps. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, and we are on day 2506 of our trek. The purpose of Wisdom-Trek is to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, and to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. Today is our 31st lesson in a segment of Theology Thursday. Utilizing excerpts from the book titled, I Dare You Not to Bore Me with the Bible, written by Hebrew scholar and professor, the late Dr. Michael S Heiser, we will invest a couple years going through the entire Bible, exploring short biblical lessons that you may have not received in Bible classes or church. The Bible is a wonderful book. Its pages reveal the epic story of God's redemption of humankind and the long, bitter conflict against evil. It is also a book that may seem strange to us at times. While God's Word was written for us, it wasn't written to us. Today's lesson is, do the Dead Sea Scrolls answer the Canon question? The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered between 1947 and 1956, transformed biblical studies. Found in a series of caves near an archaeological site on the northwest shore of the Dead Sea, known as Qumran, they contributed to research on ancient scribal practices and the history of the Hebrew language. But beyond this research, the scrolls also directly affected an issue that has long been debated. That is, the Old Testament canon. Did this find solidify what should or should not be included in our Bibles? Now, the word canon refers to a collection of books considered sacred and authoritative by a religious community, in this case, Judaism and Christianity. Historical evidence reveals that within a Jewish community, there were still many uncertainties about some books, such as Esther and the Song of Solomon, or portions of books, Ezekiel chapter 40 through 48, after AD 100. The question of whether Jewish leaders in earlier centuries had similar doubts or different ones was shrouded in the mystery before the discovery of Qumran. Fragments of the Old Testament books in the current Protestant evangelical canon have been found among the scrolls, that is, except for the book of Esther. However, its omission from the Jewish community at Qumran doesn't indicate much about the canonical position today. The omission of the book tells us nothing about how the Qumran community actually felt about Esther. The Dead Sea Scrolls discovered in modern times are only a fragment of the materials originally stored at Qumran. The ravages of time have left us with an incomplete picture, nullifying such a definitive conclusion. In addition, the Jews at Qumran were one sect of Judaism among several. Even if there was evidence that they had rejected Esther, the position would have represented only a segment of the opinion. Even today, major segments of modern Christendom do not agree on the canon. That certain books should meet approval or disapproval provides no guidance as to which opinion is correct. Beyond this, Qumran scribes often indicated the book's sacred status by citing the books as authoritative from some point of belief or practice within the community documents. They also indicated books of sacred status through produced commentaries. However, not every biblical book of today's Old Testament canon meets that criterion. For example, Judges, Jeremiah, and Job were never cited in the community documents. They have not been a focus of a commentary. The incomplete nature of the discovery makes this no surprise. Conversely, the scribes at Qumran considered some books canonical that were not included in the later Old Testament canon, either by Jewish or Christian communities. Examples include books later known as 1st Enoch and Jubilees. Although the Dead Sea Scrolls provide fascinating insight into how one group of Jews thought about the canon, ultimately, they offer no definitive conclusion on a broader modern discussion. Originally, no fragments of Nehemiah were found among the Qumran scrolls. Since Ezra and Nehemiah were originally combined in the ancient Jewish canon, and fragments of Ezra were found at Qumran, Esther was considered the only omission. However, in the spring of 2012, scholars discovered the first Nehemiah fragment among the scrolls that were found in Qumran Cave 4. The lessons that make up Theology Thursday on our Wisdom-Trek podcast for the next couple of years will satisfy the statement, I dare you not to bore me with the Bible. I trust that you'll enjoy them, and of course, not be bored. If you found this podcast insightful, please subscribe and leave us a review. Then encourage your friends and family to join us and come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom-Trek, creating a legacy. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, and most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom-Trek podcast and journal. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you next time for more daily wisdom.